pass it now. This bed will make me feeling so great. I believe in magic. The thing you do me not the matter. I dey feel I make a maintain. No, say for the bed do I be father. I'ma show my cool me down. Whoa, cool me down. Yeah, cool me down. Whoa, cool me down. Yeah, oh she bad. I'm all a she bad, yo, whoa, oh she bad. I'm a baby, me she bad, yo, whoa, oh she bad. Kilo, she bad, yo, oh she bad. I'm a baby, me, I'm a me, I'm a show my cool me down.
Cello. Hi, everybody. Welcome. I hope you're hyped because I am. There's a lot that will be revealed today. My lighting is a little harsh, but we're just going to deal. I have fabulous hair and a sweatsuit on because it's all about balance. You know what I'm saying? You can't be doing too much on a Thursday. So anyway, I am super excited to be hanging with y'all and to teach you this webinar. So let me get my slides up. Give me one moment to do that. And then we'll get this party started. Team, just so you know, I'm hitting refresh. Okay. All right. So let's do. There we go. And then hopefully y'all can see my screen in just a sec. There we go. Okay. Are y'all seeing my screen? Yes. And let me just open the chat because I want to see what y'all talking about. Okay. So I'm nosy while I teach. Yes, I combed out my locks last week, and a whole story about that is incoming, but we'll talk about that another time. Okay, so today we are talking about the 84% angle crafting event content that creates impact. And what I'm going to teach you, hold on one second. I can't take this lighting. Hold on. I lied. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can fix it real quick. Turn down the brightness a little. Let's see. Friends don't let friends have bad lighting. Okay. Hopefully that helps a little. Maybe not. Anyway. Okay. So the 84% angle crafting event content that creates impact. I'm so excited to have you here today and to go through. I'm going to be revealing a strategy that I have used to scale my business from 6 figures to 7 figures. Okay. So the content is juicy. Some of y'all already said y'all have your notebook and pen because you already know a Rachel Rogers webinar is going to be juicy. Okay. Y'all really should be paying me for this. That's how good this content is. Okay. So get excited. So by the end, you're going to be equipped with clarity, confidence, and tools to really make your 2025 slay. Okay. Slay and sing. And I'm really going to be breaking it down for you. Like you're going to have like the step-by-step process for how you can use this strategy to reach your goals for 2025. Okay. All right. So who is this for? This session is for ambitious professionals, entrepreneurs, and creators who are ready to use impactful events to elevate their business in 2025. Okay. Whether you're new to crafting events and you haven't run your own events before, or whether you already host events in some capacity, whether virtual or in person, and you want to up level your game so that you can see better results from those events. Okay. So if you struggle to create event content that converts, right? Because events are great sales opportunities. Okay. So if you're not getting sales from your events, that's a problem and we can solve it. If you feel overwhelmed by social media marketing and you want a different strategy that delivers a high level of results, we're going to talk about that today. If you feel like, traditional marketing that you've been doing is just not working for you either, and you just want a strategy that feels aligned, engaging, delivers outcomes, and let's talk about it. It's fun, okay? Because we need to be having more fun. Bring the fun back in 2025, my friends. The more fun you have, the more money you're going to make. That is the truth of the matter, all right? So please understand, fun is in the funds, okay? Literally and physically and in your bank account, okay? If you allow yourself to have more fun in your business, you're going to see more money follow, because fun brings a positive energy that is attractive and is going to attract people to you. If you've been, oh, it's so hard, it's a struggle, like all you do is talk about the struggle and the heart of it all, I need you to get off the struggle bus, okay? Get off, just ring the bell and say, next stop, please, okay? You wanna be on the fun train. Okay, and that's where we're going today. And that's going to attract what you want to see. All right, now if that's you, you're in the right place. Also, before we get into this juicy content, I mean, even the intro is content that is so juicy. Okay, but before we get into that, I just want you to know that when you see Oprah, I have a gift for you. Okay, when you see Oprah, that means I'm about to do a giveaway, and you want to pay close attention. Okay, and take action, because it's all about the engagement and being here live. All right. So when you see Oprah, some magic is about to happen. All right. So get hyped, right? Because Oprah gives. Oprah is generous. Okay. So, all right. So, there she goes. There she is right there. So I'm going to be handing out prizes throughout today's presentation. So stay engaged. And when you see this gift on a slide, it's gift time. And then I will ask you a question. And if you answer it in the chat, I'll pick someone at random who answers to give away a gift. Okay. All right. So my question today is, are you ready to make money from events? All right. Are you ready to make money from events? Answer that question. And then I will pick someone at random. Let's see. Oh my God, there is so much tightness. Y'all do not have a problem being engaged. I'm gonna go with Monica Hardy. Okay, Monica Hardy, we have a gift for you. And the first gift is a social media prize pack. This is a few items that are gonna help you create content. Because guess what? When you go to live events or when you host your own live events, you have the opportunity to create so much content in a very short period of time that you could be releasing for literally months. And so I'm gonna give you a prize pack of tools. We're gonna ship it to your house, Monica, that's going to make it easier for you to create that content. Okay, so that's our first prize. We have more that we're giving away, so keep your eyes peeled for Oprah. All right. So, all right. So now let me tell you what my 2025 prediction is. Okay, my 2025 prediction, that I want to make sure y'all are thinking about this and really incorporating this into your offers, into your marketing, into everything that you're doing. Okay. In 2025, with the advent of AI, we will continue to be swimming in an endless sea of content, all right? There will be no shortage of content. Everyone's creating content. It's become easier, it's become cheaper, it's become faster. So we are literally already overwhelmed by the amount of data being created, and we will get more overwhelmed, okay? And therefore, folks are going to be seeking long-form, thoughtfully created content when they are looking to solve a problem. That's why bookstores are on the rise. Bookstores were on decline for years, and now the revenues are going up because people are going back to books. They're going back to like long form pieces of content, more intentionally created pieces of content. Okay, the other thing is that with their content, people want community, right? That's why things like social shopping is on the rise. It's like the QVC-ification of social media that's happening. And you're going to see more of that in 2025 because connection is an essential element, right? They want content they can rely on, created and consumed in community with people they can connect with. That's what your people want, all right? So my 2025 prediction, it's all about community. All right. People are seeking connection with the content that you're creating. So thoughtfully created content that comes with community is where the magic is at. So you know what AI can't create? Community. AI can't create friends, right? AI can't create the magic that happens when you meet someone in person and you connect with them and you share similar stories and you have similar lived experience and you go out for drinks and you go out for brunch and you spend the rest of the 3 days together at an event and now you're besties, that's literally how it happens. And that's how I've met so many of my dear friends in business, is through live events. So it's all about community in 2025. Make sure community is built into what you are doing, marketing and delivery wise. Okay. And it doesn't matter what industry you're in. If you're a consultant, if you're a lawyer, if you're an accountant, if you're a coach, if you have retail products, community, community, community. There is a loneliness epidemic going on, and community is the solution. Make sure your business is part of that, right? So how do you keep yourself and your business relevant? How can you make sure that your business is a conduit for connection? The solution is live events, okay? Specifically hosting your own live events. And these can be workshops, conferences, salons. You could go on tour. You could do live podcasts. You could do retreats. You could host dinners. You could host brunches. You get to decide the type of event that you want to host, but bringing people together, whether in person or virtually, is going to be an important part of your marketing and growth strategy for 2025, okay? Events give your clients the opportunity to build trust quickly, all right? So today, we're going to be talking about that, right? Like, how can we use events to next level? So let's talk about why events. Why events specifically? Well, there's a reason why. While email and social media do their thing, live events crush it with a jaw-dropping conversion rate of 46.35%. 46% conversion rate. Put 46% in the chat if you would like a 46% conversion rate on everybody who is hearing about your business. Okay, that would generate a lot more sales for you. So I want to see 46% in the chat. Okay, yes. This is where real connection turns into real results. Okay, 77% of consumers report increased trust in a brand after engaging with them at a live event. This is a stat from Harvard Business Review. Okay, the other thing, just as important, is live events establish your authority as a brand and on a particular topic of expertise. So if you want to be known for something, live events can do that for you. Live events are akin to writing a book. I have gotten as much value, brand recognition, and authority from hosting live events as I have gotten from writing a book. That's how powerful it is. And guess what? Hosting a live event doesn't come with a gatekeeper. You don't have to convince a publisher. You don't have to go through a whole journey, right? To do that, you can just decide you want to host an event and do it, okay? So here's another reason why. The 84% angle, all right? Live event attendees leave with actionable insights and increased trust in a brand by 84%, okay? So they are 84% more likely to trust you, right? 84% of attendees leave with trust built in a brand, right? So if you have 100 people in a room, 84 of them now trust you on a deep level and are likely ready to work with you. I have never gotten better conversion rates than I've gotten at live events. So this is a strategy that I want you to really consider doing, okay? These are some of the reasons why. And of course, another reason why, money, right? That's why you're here. You want to make more money and you want to know how live events can help you do that. Well, let me break it down for you. Let me show you some stats from an actual live event that I hosted. Are y'all seeing all the slides? I'm sorry. I think I didn't arrange my screen just so. Is that better? Are y'all able to see the whole full slides now? Yes? Okay. Because listen, my slides are juicy. You need to see all of this. Okay. All right. So in 2018, I did a live event and I want you to see the breakdown, right? So I want you to see, first of all, that it was an investment, right? I had a cocktail hour, I had meeting space, catering for breakfast and lunch. Let me tell you something. If you want to host a live event and you want it to be cheaper, don't feed people. Okay? Don't promise food. Do it in a place where food is readily available and you send them out to lunch. Okay? And like give them a lunch break, let them go break up into groups and find friends and go to lunch with. They'll meet new business besties. It'll increase their networking and you don't have to provide the food. That will cut your costs exponentially. Venues are not that expensive. Food is expensive. Okay. So stop feeding people and you can host events a lot sooner. Okay. So that's one strategy. Okay. That wasn't even on the slides. That's a freebie I'm gonna give y'all. Okay. So travel costs, payment for the team swag bags, photography, because if you're going to host an event, you want to capture that amazing content so that, you can fuel your social media and all of that. And so I sold tickets to this event. The cost of the event was $495. It was a 1-day workshop. It was $495. I made around $25,000 from the tickets. And then I did an upsell during the event into a program, and I sold, $226,000 worth of my program. And so if you look at my costs, right, I spent $40,000 of the event, and the ticket sales almost covered the cost of the event. But Rachel Rogers likes a fancy event, so I spent a little more than probably most people need to. So I probably could have covered my event cost with the $25,000, and then the rest was profit. So $210,000 from one day. Who here would like to make 200 grand in a day? I would like to make 200 grand in a day. Okay. Truth be told, we do make 200 grand in a day. Not every day at Hello 7, but we do have $200,000 days. But this is what's possible, okay, with live events. So I just want I want to break this down for you so you can see where the money is at, all right, and why live events is something that you want to say yes to, okay? All right, so let's recap. Who here was at last week's webinar? Let me know in the chat if you were at last week's webinar. Okay, a lot of y'all were here. So last week, if you joined us, it was all about attending live events as a marketing strategy, okay? So event attendance can introduce you to a whole lot more clients, potential business partners and affiliates, business opportunities come up, like deal making happens at live events, right? So if it's not currently a part of your 2025 marketing plans, you definitely need to do it. You need to leave the house, okay? Leaving the house is essential. So we walked through 5 critical actions last week. So I just want to remind you of that. Choosing the right events that align with your goals, planning with intention to maximize every moment, building meaningful relationships, not just collecting business cards, showing up with confidence and owning the room. Remember that. And then making connections that count, turning trust into tangible results. Okay, so that's what we did last week. Today, we're talking about you hosting your own events. So last week, we talked about attending events, which is an important marketing strategy I want you to do in 2025. But then now I also want you to think about hosting your own events, okay? So in the next 40 minutes or so that we have left, we're going to talk about why you aren't hosting events already and what it's costing you. We're going to talk about how to build live events into your business model. We're going to talk about how live events can make your income more predictable. Wait till you get to that. And then we're going to talk about the exact formula for creating $1 million event, because y'all know I am generous. All right. So I'm going to give y'all my exact formula for $1 million event. All right. So let's set the vibe. I want you to be here now. There's no replay, so don't have any regrets. Okay. No replay, no regrets. That means staying focused, close the tabs, stay present, put your phone down. Better yet, put it in your purse or throw it across the room. Okay. And get focused so that you can get these gems that are being dropped for you, okay? Make this a distraction-free zone, have your notebook ready, and let's get into it, okay? Let's make this time together count. So for those who don't know me, I'm Rachel Rogers, CEO of Hello 7. I host the Hello 7 podcast. I'm creator of the ROI the Millionaire Summit, which is our annual conference that we do at Hello 7. Best-selling author, blah, 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 blah. You know all of it. Okay. So this is just the put some respect on it slide for those who don't know. Events are not new to us. I have been hosting, I would say, a minimum of 5 events per year for literal years, at least 7 years now. I've hosted many, many events, and I'm going to show you some images from my very first event that I did. So you can see where I started. So I know we have these fabulous pictures and we, host a large conference now, but it started out with very small events. Okay. So I'll show you, the iteration, and you can see a little bit of the journey, but I have done events for very small groups with just 10 people. And then I've done events with, almost 1,000 people, right? And everything in between. And the people that attend our events, they get the most return on their investment. It builds incredible trust with our business. And then those folks wind up in every program that we do, right? And so because that trust is built in person, when you are seeing someone online, you're like, maybe that person is really like that in real life. Maybe that person is being honest and legit, right? Or maybe they're a scam artist and they're lying, right? I can't tell, right? On the internet. But When you go in person, you get to see a real person in real action. And you're smart, right? You have good instincts and you can pick up who people are, especially in person. And so that's why it builds so much trust, because you are a genuine person and you do want to help people and you do want to serve your clients, right? And people see that immediately, and they see your expertise, your generosity, how you connect with people, your personality, they vibe with you. And then that trust is built. And then that trust will continue to make them a repeat customer for many years, sometimes 10 years, right? From going to an event many years ago. Okay. So that's what's possible. And that's why events must be a part of your strategy. All right. So does this sound like you? Do you feel overwhelmed by the thought of hosting your own event and don't know where to start? Okay. Let us know in the chat if that's you. Do you struggle to turn your audience into loyal paying clients? So you got people enjoying your content, or you got people in your world and you're like, but they ain't buying nothing. Okay. Do you worry about your marketing efforts not yielding the results that you deserve, right? That your business can deliver for people and they're just not saying yes, they're just not clicking. Do you wake up dreading another year of stagnation in your business and you're worried about, like, how am I going to make 2025 work for me? I know the goals that I have. What am I going to do to make them happen? Are you craving meaningful impact without burning out? All right. We need to be able to do sustainable marketing, right? Work that makes our businesses sustainable. And that's sustainable for us as humans with limited capacity to work. So we need sustainable strategies, okay? Not just strategies that require 24/7 effort. And are you looking for a proven system to maximize your content that isn't just the traditional suggestion to just post more on social, right? Because that's like the collective, just post nonstop on social, which lovely, be the only strategy. All right. So let's talk about the problem. Here's the problem. You need to get off that computer. Okay. You need to leave the house. All right. Who here knows they need to leave the house and it's time to, like, actually go outside sometimes? Okay. The real problem is you are relying too much on the internet for your entire marketing strategy. Virtual strategies are important to your overall marketing, but they are not everything. You have to leave the house and you have to leave it strategically. Okay. So you first need to learn the 5 strategies that I'm going to walk through today on creating transformative events with moments of meaningful connection and content for your clients and measurable results for you and your business. Because we want to have fun, but we also need to make money, right? So both things need to happen. And that's what I'm going to teach you today. All right. I'm also, for those who are attending ROI or thinking about attending ROI, I'm going to reveal the exact schedule for ROI the Millionaire Summit today. So you can see my formula for a successful event implemented in this format. All right. So not only am I going to teach you, but then I'm going to show you how I implement my own content that I'm teaching you right now. So yes, I drink my own Kool-Aid. Okay. So are y'all ready to learn this? Let me know. Let me know if you are ready. Yes. Okay, great. All right. Well, Oprah's here. Okay. Oprah is back. So I want to know who's been paying attention. So the person who is going to get this next prize is someone who can mention who is one person besides me who is going to be speaking at ROI the Millionaire Summit. Let me know. Do you know at least one speaker who's going to be speaking at ROI the Millionaire Summit? Put their name in the chat. And then, team, can y'all see? And I'm gonna first person. Okay, LaQuisha Clemens. Okay, LaQuisha, you named Morgan. You get the prize. Okay, so let me tell you what the prize is. Your prize is an ROI prep pack. So that means that you get several books, 5 different books from different speakers who are coming to ROI the Millionaire Summit. So you're going to get Fawn Weaver's book, Love and Whiskey, which is a New York Times bestseller. It was like #1, I think, on the New York Times bestseller list. You're going to get a copy of my book, We Should All Be Millionaires. You're going to get a copy of Tori Dunlap's book, Financial Feminist, and 2 other books from speakers that we haven't revealed yet, but we're going to reveal today. Okay, so you get the prize pack, and so you can get yourself ready and get this content and, like, get to know these speakers a little bit more before you come to ROI. Okay, so congrats, LaQuisha, you are Johnny on the spot. Okay, girl. All right. So who's ready for this content and to hear these 5 things that you need to do to make your events absolutely transformative? Okay. All righty. All right. I love to see it. Let's do it. Okay. We're going to move fast. So Number one, the first thing you need to do is shift your identity. Shift your identity. You need to decide that you are someone who can host live events. Okay. Stop looking for permission or thinking you need a bunch of experience. You have to have written a book. You have to have a podcast. You have to have more revenue. You have to have more press and publicity in order for you to bring people together. No, your ability to bring people together is just a human right? Connection is so critical to our lives as humans, to our happiness as humans. Bringing people together is one of the most magical things that you can do, is gather people and give them an opportunity to connect, right? And to grow and to learn from each other and to just experience the joy of connecting with like-minded people, right? You get to be a curator of that kind of experience. And when you are, people become, they love you because they met their business bestie because of you, because you created an event or an experience. They met someone who winds up being their dear friend. They might fall in love, right? At Afrotech, they have a whole thing about, listen, people are finding their soulmates at that event, okay? So you never know what can happen in the room. So the host controls the room, right? You control the narrative and you create opportunities and relationships for people, okay? So if you're only attending events, you're leaving money and influence on the table, all right? So I want to show you where I began, right? So I've been hosting live events since 2016 in New York, in France, in Miami, Puerto Rico, Los Angeles, you name it, all over the country, okay? And the world, I've been hosting live events. It's never about the location. Look, the location can be something that you can use to help you, curate an experience, but the experience is what it's really about, right? You don't need a fancy venue. I literally have hosted events in my living room, right? I used to host mastermind events in my living room, okay? So you don't have to get fancy. So my first ever live event was called Cake and Coaching. These are images from it. And so back then I was obsessed with baking. That's what I did for fun. That was like my hobby. And so why not combine two things that I love, cake and coaching? So this is literally my very first live event. So 30 people showed up, 30. Right? So that's the group photo right there. And I don't think I have everybody in the group photo, but that's who all stayed at the end, who got in the picture. And I'll be very honest, at least 10 of these people were friends that I literally straight up messaged and said, hey, I'm hosting this event in Brooklyn. Will you come? And friends flew in, friends bought tickets, and they showed up. Okay. And then some of these people were just clients. And as you can see, it was a diverse group. And we spent a couple of hours, like the first hour and a half, we had snacks, we had drinks, and we had coaching and connection. So we had like a coaching circle. And then the second half of the event, we baked, right? And so we were frosting cakes and chit-chatting, right? And continuing the conversation as we were like baking cakes and like frosting cakes and stuff. And that was my first event. It was only like, let's say a 3-hour event or something along those lines. But the bonding was instant. And then the result was many of these people joined my Made in France retreat and attended that, which was a much more expensive event. They also wind up purchasing coaching with me. And some of them continue to be clients literally many years later, right? And they were clients for many years. So that's the magic of even a very small event. This event didn't cost me much. It was really inexpensive. I didn't have a lot of money to spend at the time. And it wound up being a beautiful, magical thing. And created some even personal relationships for me that came out of this event, okay? So what happens if you don't make this shift? What happens if you don't make this shift about shifting your identity into someone who can do this, okay? You stay in the background, blending in with the crowd. You miss out on opportunities to establish yourself as the go-to expert in your field. Your competitors, they're hosting, right? They're building authority and taking the spotlight that you could be standing in, okay? So showing up as an attendee is great. And you're gonna see, as we talk about this, I highly recommend that, but it's also time to take the leap and host the room, okay? And claim your role as the leader. Step into that leadership opportunity. While yes, there's more risk, there's also more reward for you, okay? All right, so that's the first thing. Number 2, shift from running an exclusively online remote business and create these containers for connections in real life. All right. So building live events into your business model can next level your sales, just like my cake and coaching event did. It was so good that the next event I did was dance and coaching. Okay. And I had because I love dance. So we danced and then we did coaching. So it was like the same kind of thing. And so I just was coming up with whatever I thought of, right? So your ideas are valuable Your ideas are things that other people will get excited about too. Okay. All right. So who here is ready to shift their model? I'm going to show you actual business models that you can do to build events into your model. Okay. So most people overcomplicate their business model, adding too many layers, too many distractions that don't move the needle, and also too much busy work, right? Simplicity sustainably scales. A streamlined model focused on live events is not only easier, it's more effective, right? You don't need a complicated funnel to make big money, right? With this, right, this live event strategy, your funnel can be as simple as, right, build your list, use your newsletter to bring your audience in. That could also be maybe it's social media, maybe it's a podcast, maybe you do videos on YouTube, whatever your top of funnel is, right? So, but you could just have a newsletter, right? Just have a way for people to hear from you on a regular basis. Then you have a nurture sequence, right? So you deliver value and build anticipation through an email sequence where you're nurturing people, you're letting them get to know you, you're connecting with them, and you're giving the opportunity to go deeper, right? And in that nurture sequence, you can be inviting them to your next live event, right? And so the next level is like people, once people get to know you, they join your newsletter, they're enjoying it, they go through your nurture sequence, and then the call to action is come to my next event. And then you host your live event and connect with people face to face, establish authority, and provide transformation. And that live event becomes what I call a conversion event, where people go from being a potential customer to an actual customer. Okay. And of course, they're already a customer because they would have bought a ticket to your live event, which you could make low cost or you can make it high. You get to play with this and do whatever you want. And then at the live event, you are pitching your offer, and people then become customers, right? So you make the ask confidently and convert attendees into clients, right? So you can get new accounting clients from this, you can get new legal clients from this, coaching clients from this, therapy clients from this. Like your theme can be related to whatever your business does, okay? And so live events generate up to 38% more revenue than digital only funnels because they fast track trust and decision making, okay? So if that, I mean, y'all could just leave right now. Okay, y'all should be convinced at this point. Go build this into your business model. Done. Goodbye. Okay, just kidding. I have more value coming. All right, now if you have for those of you who have a larger business, where are my experienced business owners? Where are my folks who have a team? Maybe you've been in business for 5 years or more. Maybe you have a more complicated business model already. Raise your hand if that's you. So I have another option for you. Okay. So this is another business model option that you can consider. Once you hit 6 figures and you have support on your team, you can beef up your funnel to include a webinar, sell a course or some other service, and then leads to a live event. So that would look like newsletter first, then nurture sequence. Then from the nurture sequence, you're inviting them to a webinar. At the webinar, you're selling the course. In the course, you invite them to a live event. And at the live event, you sell your high ticket offer, your most expensive service. Okay, so that's another way to do this. That's like got a couple more steps along the way. So you could decide, do you want to go simple? And even if you're a bigger business, you could choose simple as well. Okay, so I just want to show you 2 ways that you could build live events into your business model. All right, now what happens if I don't make this shift? Your audience starts looking elsewhere for solutions and expertise, right? So you have to be outward. You got to be putting things out there. If y'all just sitting around waiting for clients to show up, that ain't how it works. Okay. I need y'all to be creating experiences for people. And then that way they have an experience, they have a transformation in the room. And then they're like, oh my God, I got so much value. I'm coming to the next thing. Right. That's what happens. I literally just hosted an annual plan retreat this week in New York. A lot of the people who were there were the same folks who came to my $1 million vision retreat that I did in the Berkshires in this summer, right? And they were reporting in the 3 months since the last event, one woman said, I made 600 grand doing one thing you told me to do from the last event. So when you said you had another event, I was like, let me go make another 600 grand and show up, right? Somebody else was like, I got a whole new team. I implemented all the things you told me and I made more money and I'm working less, right? So like their live events, right? Like that focus, that attention, right? You don't have kids pulling on you like you do at home. You don't have distractions like you do at home. You've left and you're focused. And that's where so much transformation can happen. Okay. So your audience is going to look elsewhere for solutions if you're not providing opportunities for them. So you got to create opportunities for your people. All right. Now, number 3, shift your plan. Here is your annual plan that includes live events. So I showed you the model. Now let's talk about the plan. This is how you're going to generate the sales you are looking for your products and your services, okay? This is exactly how I used to structure my annual plan for my company that allowed me to grow from 6 figures to $2 million in revenue with this exact strategy I'm about to show you, okay? So when you are regularly showing up with love and attention for your clients, they will show up for you in the form of a credit card swipe, okay? So in order to get that credit card swipe, you got to show up and you got to love on people. You got to give them some attention. You got to create opportunity for them. Okay. All right. So let's talk about this. Businesses that regularly host live events see up to 40% higher client retention and 25% more repeat purchases compared to those that don't, and see a 38% faster sales cycle. Put faster in the chat if you would like to make money faster, if you'd like to get to the close faster. Okay. Live events is how you do it. All right. This is the magic. All right. So now I know what you're thinking. My network isn't big enough to be hosting events. I don't know enough people to make hosting an event worth it. People aren't going to show up. Who here has this story? All right. Just be honest in the chat if you feel like you have this story. No one's coming to my party. Trust me, I have this story to this day. All right. That's why I go to therapy. So imagine hosting just one event every quarter. Okay. And here's the formula. You're going to host one event per quarter with 50 people in the room. That's it. Get 50 people in the room. A smaller intentional audience can yield powerful results. Okay. So if half your audience who's in the room says yes to your offer, that's 25 new clients. Okay. Live events equal sales conversions. So while email and social media do their thing, live events crush again with a 46.35% conversion rate. That means that 50% of the room is probably going to say yes to your offer. Perfect example. I did an annual plan retreat this week, and I offered something special. And that offer, 50% of the people have already said yes to it, right? And the other people have said, I'm thinking about it. Okay. So that's what's possible at live events. So you put the effort in and the legwork in to put this event together and get the people there, but then the sales cycle is that much faster. Okay. All right. So, I mean, are y'all convinced yet? I hope y'all are. So what happens if you don't make this shift? Without a streamlined event strategy, you're stuck in hustle mode. All right. Chasing leads the hard way when you can be making moves the smart way. And also, as I mentioned, having a lot more fun while you do it. Okay. Okay. Before I get into the next one, Oprah's back. Okay. We got another giveaway. So my question for you is, I want to know who's paying attention. What was strategy number 3? What was strategy number 3 that I just shared? Put that in the chat. Okay, I'm taking notes. I love to see it. I absolutely love to see it. Y'all were not playing, okay? All right, so we are going to give this one to, let's see, Rhonda Farmer. Rhonda Farmer, you are a winner. And guess what you have won? You have won a one-on-one coaching call with a Hello 7 coach. Okay, so you're getting a free one-on-one coaching call. My team will contact you to tell you how to schedule that. All right, so congrats, Rhonda. Awesome. All right, good job, guys. I love the focus. All right, now shift your structure is number 4. Shift your structure. So shift from running, an event strategy that's like maybe too complicated, right? So you might think like, oh, I want to do live events, but it feels stressful. It feels complicated. I got to create so much content. There's going to be 80,000 slide decks. It's so much work, right? Who here thinks that events are going to be an enormous amount of work? All right. Who thinks the events are going to be okay. I love the honesty here. Okay. I'm going to show you a strategy for creating a well-structured event. Okay. So this is a structure that's going to set the stage for growth, clarity, and collaboration. A well-structured event maintains the audience's attention and interest. Without structure, attendees can feel overwhelmed or they get disengaged, and you feel it immediately in the room when people are like, you've lost me, right? They pick up their phones, they start doing other things, they start looking around, they start getting sleepy, right? And we don't want that. So the key is balancing learning, interaction, and rest for maximum impact, okay? So I'm gonna show you my playbook for how I structure events, all right? So this is your $1 million event structure. Okay. All right. So these are the elements you want to have in your $1 million event structure. 1, 90-minute blocks. Okay. Work with their brains and not against them. Okay. So stop overwhelming your audience. You're going to work in 90-minute blocks to keep attention sharp and focused and memorable. And then they'll leave energized, not drained. So that's how you can create an event that people rave about. You're going to have scheduled breaks. Okay. This is actually where so much magic happens. Breaks are not just downtime. They're also opportunities where deals are made, ideas click, real networking happens, connection and community happens, right? Rested people take action. So build them in and watch the magic unfold. 3, you're going to have a morning session, right? That sets the tone for the day. Your audience is fresh, focused, and ready to go. So start strong with a keynote that inspires, sets the vision, and proves why they're in the right room. All right. This is where you bring the fire, your best content. Okay. And then you're going to have a mid-morning session to keep the energy high. And this is a sweet spot where you go deeper and then you have some interaction. You let people share. There's group discussions. Maybe there's some workshopping where they work on something. You don't want people just listening to lectures for 8 hours. Okay, nobody wants that. So no boring lectures, make it dynamic, make it valuable, make it engaging. Okay. And guess what? It makes it easier for them. This next session, you don't even have to create content for. You could just create prompts for group discussion, for example. The power lunch. Lunchtime is when you pitch. All right. So this is your opportunity. So if you are going to spend money for food and feed people, this is also your opportunity to pitch your offer. So invite the right people to stay and deliver your offer. So you could split the room and say, hey, who here would like to learn more about this opportunity? It's for someone who is this, and this. Describe your ideal client and say, if you would like to learn more about that, I invite you to stay for lunch. I'm providing lunch for everyone who is interested in learning more about my offer. If you're not interested in learning more, no problem. Go outside, go have a fabulous lunch and be back here by this time, right? That way you're not holding anyone hostage. They're not listening to a pitch they're not interested in. People have opted in to learn more about working with you, okay? And then you're gonna sit down and have lunch and just have a casual conversation about your offer and let them ask you questions. And by the end of that lunch pitch, people will have purchased, okay? And then the next thing you're going to do is have a hands-on afternoon session. Again, interactive because they just ate lunch, right? So workshops, breakouts, get them moving, get them learning, get them talking, get them connecting in real time. Make it personal, make it powerful, okay? And then the last session of the day is the closing session. That's the drop the mic moment, right? That's where you make sure they leave with the transformation you promised. You tie it all back together. You show the value, you leave them fired up to take action and even have some action steps for them to take after, right? So you make it unforgettable. And the reason why you do the pitch at lunch is because then you have all afternoon, if they have questions or thoughts or whatever, that they can come back to you. Okay, so let me show you this schedule like all laid out. All right, so here's the sample schedule, right? So from 9 to 10:30, you've got your sharing your framework, 30-minute breaks, okay, generous breaks. Then you have another content session, 11 to 12:30. Got lunch, which is your opportunity to sell your offer. Then you have a content session number 2. Then you have another break. And this is also an opportunity during the break for people to ask questions about your offer and have conversations. And then final session and farewell. All right, this is it. It took me years to figure out this is how to do live events. So you're welcome. Okay. All right. So what happens if I don't make this shift? If you don't make this shift, here's what happens. Without 90-minute blocks, you risk losing your audience's focus, overloading them with content that leaves them disengaged and unlikely to retain or act on what they've learned, okay? And then ignoring the lunchtime pitch opportunity means missing a opportunity to deliver your offer when attendees are most engaged and most open. Don't wait till the end of the day when they're tired, hungry, and thinking about getting back to their kids or what have you, okay? All right, now, last but not least, it's time to shift your attitude, okay? Who's ready for an attitude shift? All right, because sometimes we're not making more money because our attitude needs to change in order for us to make more money, all right? So shift from running and shift from having an attitude that is like, I don't need to invest, I don't need to spend money, I don't need to do these things. I need it all to be discounted, right? I need it all to be not coming out of my bank account. So here's what I want to say to you. You are all about saving money, and that's preventing you from being all about making money, okay? Nini said what she said, okay? Shift your attitude about making investments in your business. When you are trying to squirrel away every dollar instead of making investments in the growth of your business, you are operating in scarcity. Okay. And if you don't want to spend any money with other people's businesses, you are attracting that same energy to your own business. So if you're like, oh, I'm not going to spend no money on this, I'm not going to spend no money on that, I'm going to see how I can get this for free, I'm going to see how I could do it, everything discounted. First of all, it's very inconvenient. Let me just tell you, you're going to spend a lot of time trying to get, piece everything together instead of just hiring the experts or the help or the resources that you need to make things happen, or investing in an event venue or whatever you need to do to create an amazing event. So that's part of it that you're going to miss out on. But then you attract that same energy to your business where nobody wants to spend with you either, because that's the energy you're putting out, right? You're putting out save every dollar energy, and guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna save every dollar. Okay, so think about how you are showing up and the energy you are showing up with, and bring in abundant energy. Okay, so instead of thinking, how can I save every dollar? I want you to think, how can I strategically invest my money, time, and energy for the business growth I say I want? Okay. We are all about the business growth until we find out we are going to have to part with some money, to make it happen, right? Or we're all about the business growth until we find out we are going to have to part with some time to make it happen. Or we're all about the business growth until we find out, oh, we're going to have to do work. I don't want to do no work, right? You don't want the growth then, because the growth is on the other side of your investments. You're going to get back what you put in. If you put in no money, no time, no energy, you're going to get back 0.0. Okay. So make sure that you are thinking about how can you become an investor as well. So when it comes to this strategy, the strategy is attend other live events so you can see how this is done, so you can get new ideas and inspiration and keep honing your own events to make them happen. And yes, I want you to come to ROI, but I just need you to know I'm doing this myself. This is literally what I have done over the years. I'm literally going to an event this weekend that has thousands of attendees, and I'm going for the sole purpose of getting intel on how do you host an event with thousands of attendees, right? I know how to host an event up to 1,000 people. I don't know how to do a 10,000 person event or a 5,000 person event, or I don't know what's different about it. So I'm going to go learn from somebody who is doing that, right? And I'm sure I'm going to get value from it as an attendee from the content that's being presented, but I'm also going to have my notebook out and be like, what are y'all doing? Oh, okay, let me write some notes. Oh, y'all doing it like that? Oh, okay. Right? And I'll be right there taking notes. And I spent $10,000 to go to this event this weekend for the sole purpose of learning how I can make our ROI even bigger and better over the years. Okay. So just understand that I'm telling you this strategy because I actually do it. And it's the same strategy as, like, if you want to write a book, right? And if you want to write a really good book, you have to read good writing, right? You got to take in good writing to be able to put out an amazingly written book. It's very similar, right? If you want to, it's like studying tape. If you want to get really good at this, you got to see what other people are doing. And that's why I say last week we talked about going to live events as part of your marketing strategy, and also taking notes. It's funny because my best friend Robert Hartwell came to my event this week, the annual planning event, and he had a whole page of notes on just how I hosted the event that he was taking notes on for his own events, right? So, like, this is how a 7-figure entrepreneur thinks. All right. Okay. So what happens if I don't make this shift? If you don't make this shift, scaling your business will feel like dragging a boulder uphill, harder, slower, and way less predictable, because you are skipping all the ways that you could be shortcutted, all the ways that you could get the knowledge faster, all the ways that you could be mentored, all the ways that you could solve these problems easier. Okay. And let's be real, right? Like, a poorly planned or non-existent live events won't captivate anyone. And a poorly planned event could be bad for your brand. It could have the opposite effect of what you're looking for, right? So your audience remains uninspired, and guess what? They're not taking action, and neither are you, right? Because you're not taking action, they're not taking action. Okay. All right. So what's the next live event that you have booked in your calendar that checks all of these boxes? Okay. An event with values aligned people, an event where you'll meet future clients, collaborators, and peers who get it, and an event where you and create opportunities face to face. None. Well, you, I and strategy. And that's why I'm bringing them to this room. And then fast track your goals with face-to-face connections. Okay, again, that 84%, right? The trust that you build in person is so much faster. People are gonna be ready to hire you. People are gonna be ready to put you on their podcast. People are gonna be ready to put you on their stage. So much opportunity happening right in the room because that trust is built instantly. Okay. So again, we don't just host events, we create experiences. As you can see, this is the VIP lounge, right? So if you choose a golden ticket, you sit up front on the velvet couches, right? And it's a whole vibe and experience, and the diversity is there, the magic is there, the inclusivity is there, and the business knowledge is there. Okay. No one is gatekeeping. And at ROI, you're also stepping into, a room of people that you want to be in, that you belong in, because this is who you are. That's why you're here, and that's why you belong in this room. Okay. These aren't just people who dream big, they're people who take action to make it happen. All right. And then these are some of the incredible speakers that we've already announced who will be in the room. And of course, we have many more to reveal. And so what I'm going to do right now is take a few minutes to go through the schedule. But this is Fawn Weaver, who's the founder of Uncle Nearest, Wasfia Nazreen, who is National Geographic Adventurer of the Year. And she has scaled mountains, and she could tell you all about having more courage, having more resilience as you continue to grow your business. I mean, you're going to be slayed into clients, okay? And that sales moment that you need to shift, right? So some of you who have followers who are not buying from you, she's going to teach you how to do that. Morgan DeBon is going to teach you how to scale without sacrificing yourself. Tori Dunlap is going to teach you how to become a TikTok millionaire and how to engineer explosive growth. And of course, we have many other speakers that you're going to see in just a moment. So what I'd like to do is I'm going to switch over to, let me see here. There we go. Are y'all seeing this? So this is the ROI website, and I'm just going to walk you through the schedule. So you get to see fully implemented the schedule that I just told you about. So our schedule includes main stage keynotes. It includes breakout sessions. It includes live podcast recordings. And then, of course, don't forget the parties. Yo, this, what you see in the bottom right was one of the most lit parties I've ever been to in my life. Okay. And I'm not just saying that because I threw the party. I grew up in New York, the home of the best parties in the world. Okay. and the best clubs in the world. And that party was literally next level. So same DJ is coming back. We're going to have another lit party. But anyway, okay. So you have sessions on 4 tracks. The tracks are operations, marketing, money, and offers. Okay. So you're going to improve your marketing. You're going to improve your money management. You're going to identify new offer opportunities that you can create. And we're going to work on the back end of your business through operations. Okay. So these are some of the breakouts that you have the opportunity to go through. Okay. So you'll see here some of these breakout sessions that we're going to do. So operations, right? $1 Million Shortcut. This is actually being taught by Jordan Gill. We're going to update that. And oh, I probably needed to refresh this. My bad. I didn't do that. There she is. See, my team is magic. So systems, Jordan is the queen of systems. So she's going to teach you how to build systems in your business to increase efficiency, which increases profit. You're going to learn how to build a sales team, right? And how to do your own sales from Haley Hart. She runs our sales team at Hello7. And so you're going to learn from the best. You're going to learn how to hire and manage your first operations director from Natalie Gingrich. She actually was the person who Brittany went to her operations training when she became an operations director. Now she's the president of Hello7, and Brittany runs all of our ops. $1 Million Robot, you're going to learn how to delegate to AI for max profit. Let me tell you what, this has been a game changer for us at Hello7. So much opportunity here. So if you don't have money to hire more people, trust me, you need to be at this session. In marketing, follow for more how to turn subscribers into sales by Jasmine Starr. $1 million newsletter, leverage new tools to pull profits from your content. This is by Haley Janicek, who is, she works for Kit, formerly ConvertKit, and she's going to teach you how to scale your newsletter and get a lot more out of it. $1 Million Author, if you'd like to become an author and you want to know how to make that happen. Alex Franzen, who is my writing collaborator, is going to teach you how to do that. Content to Cash. This is Tiffany Harden. She's going to teach you how to become a creator. So if you're interested in becoming an influencer that gets hired by brands, she's the person that hires the creators for brands. So she's going to teach you how to do that. Okay. Under offers, you're going to learn, Lindsay Padilla is, she owns a company that I invested in called Hello Audio, and she went from service provider to a software owner. So if you'd like to take your business into a software model, she's going to teach you how to do that. Okay. Our own Mary Angelica is going to teach you 6-figure side hustle. So if you want to start, scaling your business in your early stage and you want to make 100K in the next 6 months, she's going to teach you the formula to do that. You're going to learn how to create $1 million membership from the founder of Mighty Networks, Gina Bianchini. And then Morgan Devon is going to teach you how to scale your business. And she's the founder of Blavity, Afrotech. I mean, if you click on these names, it will pop up all the details about them. Okay, so you can learn more about who each of these speakers are. Amanda Holden is the woman who literally taught me how to invest, and she's going to teach you how to invest at this event, even if you have a small amount of money. You're going to learn how to crush your money goals with Bernadette Joy. So if you are an entrepreneur and you need to work on how you're managing your personal finances as an entrepreneur, she's going to teach you how to do that. Susan Hyatt is the woman that helped me up level into a more abundant mindset, and she's going to teach you how to give yourself permission to be wealthy and how to establish a millionaire mindset. Okay, and then you're going to learn how to raise capital from angels and VCs from Arlen Hamilton, a VC. And listen, first of all, every time Arlen's in the room, deals start happening. Okay, she's already made deals happen in the past for people. So these are our breakout sessions. And then I want to walk you through the schedule here. So this is our golden mastermind day. So if you choose to do a golden ticket, this is what you get to experience on day one, which is a mastermind day with me and some of the people who I have been mentored by this year. Okay. So the first session is money mindset, reality creation for business. This is with Fred Dodson. This is going to blow your mind. Like, I don't even know how to describe it. You're just going to have to trust me that you're going to leave a changed person after you go to that session. Then you have $1 Million Action, create your $100 million plan. Now, if you're not there yet, you can create your $10 million plan. You can create your $1 million plan. What is that pie in the sky goal that you have? I'm going to teach you how to break that down into step-by-step, making that goal happen. How do you even plan for building a $10 million business? How do you even plan for building $1 million business if you're at, 50,000, right? I'm going to show you exactly how to do that here. And I'm going to give you my formula and template for how I plan for that type of growth and exactly like where your attention needs to be. That's going to change your whole business model and make it more scalable, basically. Then you're going to have this session, Ambition That Powers Your Peace and Profits. This is with Monique Shields. She is the facilitator for the mastermind that I'm in, and this woman is badass. Okay, so get ready. She's going to coach the shit out of you in a facilitated coaching session. And this is going to be small group. The Golden Master, there's only 50 Goldens and we're almost sold out. We have a couple spots left. So if you want Golden, this is the day for you. And then during the breaks, as you can see, 90-minute sessions, break, right? 90-minute session, lunch. So you can see we're following the same formula that I just taught you. And during the breaks, you also have an opportunity to get one-on-one coaching with our coaches. Then we have a speed networking that you're going to get to do with the speakers. So you'll be able to meet a lot of the speakers as a Golden Mastermind and have connection with them. We want to facilitate opportunities for you. Okay. All right. So then everyone is going to attend the opening reception and Schmilly Talks, which happens on the first day. Okay. So Schmilly Talks is the first night. And that's where, if you are an attendee and ROI ticket holder, you can apply to give a talk at ROI, a 10-minute talk. So if you're interested, our applications are open. My team will put it in the chat. Or actually they won't. You have to be an ROI ticket holder. So if you don't have an ROI ticket, go to, this is the URL. So you can see it right there where you can see the schedule. Go to roi.hello7.co and you can check out the ticket options too. Okay. So then that's just day one. All right. And mine will already be blown. Day two, we have breakfast and brain dates. Brain dates are really special. This is your opportunity as an attendee to host an event. So you literally can host an event at ROI. The attendees are already there. You get to put it out there. We have something called a SCED app that you're going to be able to put out an event you want to host. So if you're someone who's like, hey, I'm going to talk to you about, like, let's say you want to do bookkeeping for business owners, and you're like, okay, I'm going to talk to you about what's wrong with how you're managing your business finances. Come to my session. And so you'll host a brain date here during this first hour, and there's other opportunities throughout the day. As you can see, we have these breaks, and during the breaks, you can do brain dates. So you can host a 30-minute session. We give you the facilitated space. We give you the audience. You just got to put your event out there. They'll come to your event, and you can talk to them about your content, talk to them about how you can help them, and then give them the opportunity to work with you. So many people got clients from doing brain dates. So if you're coming to ROI, definitely do a brain date, attend other brain dates that you're interested in. This is a great opportunity. And also, it's all facilitated. So we teach you how to do it. We hold your hand to hosting your own little mini event within our larger event. Okay. So then we're going to have the National Geographic Adventure of the Year is opening the event with us. Then we're going to do a panel called How to Be the Most with myself and my two best friends, Robert Hartwell and Susan Hyatt. And then again, another brain date opportunity. You get meet if you're a golden offered in that first session. And then I'm doing a Hello 7 podcast studio at every breakout session. So you have to be, you have to like choose your slots quickly because this is very small and intimate, but I do a live podcast episode with different speakers that are there at the event. Okay. So, and maybe I'll do a live coaching one too at the event. Lunch. And then the sessions are the $1 Million Newsletter, crush your money goals, 6-figure side hustle, and then building your sales team. Okay. And then again, another break. So more author signings, more walking the booths, more VIP terrace. You get access to the VIP terrace if you're a golden ticket holder. And then on the main stage, we have TikTok Millionaire. I'm so excited about this session with Tori Dunlap, where she's going to unlock basically exactly what she did to explosively grow her TikTok to millions of followers. And then, and not only that, there's plenty of people with millions of followers that don't make no money. So she, not only did she get millions of followers, but also how she then monetized those followers. Okay. And then $1 million vibration, raise your level of consciousness to raise your income. This is again, Fred Dodson. So if you're not a golden mastermind ticket holder, everybody's going to get some access to Fred Dodson. This again is going to be a game changer for you. Reading his books has changed the game for me this year and really leveled up my energy and my appreciation for life, my gratitude, and the opportunities that I'm attracting. So definitely going to be a powerful session. And then this is the last full day of the conference. You're going to have welcome remarks. We're going to teach you the Hello 7 way, the Hello 7 operating system. This is going to be taught by who's the president of Hello 7, and she's going to teach you like the back end of our business. Again, we use our business as your guinea pig so you can see how we did it, so you know how to do it. The whole point of us doing this, the reason why I'm building a $100 million business is not because I need the money. I'm doing it because I want to prove that we can do it so that I can give y'all the blueprint and then y'all can go do it too. That's the entire point. Okay. $1 million, because trust me, I can make just as much. I make more than enough money, and I could just literally do podcasts, put out books, and take home the same amount of money, right? But I want to show y'all what's possible. Okay. I'm going to do a keynote called $1 Million Vision. So you get to hear me speak. This is a brand new keynote that you've never heard before. And then again, more breakout sessions, $1 Million Author, Permission to Be Wealthy, $1 Million Membership if you want to add a membership to your business model, and then operations, hiring your number 2. And then lunch, and then more breakouts. Okay. And so then the piece de resistance is how we end. Okay. So we're going to end with the Schmilly Tank pitch competition. It's literally like a game show. Like I'm like, put this on TV immediately. It is so much fun. And we're going to have some amazing guest judges, which include active venture capitalists and myself. And you, if you are an ROI attendee, you have the opportunity to participate in this pitch competition and win a $10,000 grant. And so we're going to have pitches going up. It's all timed. It's fun. It's hilarious. You're going to laugh. You're going to have a great time. And if you decide to pitch yourself for this, you could also leave with $10,000. Okay. And then last but not least, we hear from the absolutely incredible Fawn Weaver, who is one of the few Black women who has built a $1 billion business. And she's going to teach us how to fail harder. Listen, y'all are not even ready for Fawn. And that's how we close. And then what's not on here yet is the Black Rodeo Party, which is that night. So get your cowboy boots, put on your cowboy hat, get your fringe on, put on your denim shorts, and we're going to have a good ass time. Okay. so so that is the event. So I'm going to go back to my slides over here. So again, this is what the party looks like, and this is the Black Rodeo, and what you'll experience there, but with a lot more people. Okay. So the venue is absolutely stunning. It's in Orange County, California. Just imagine stepping into like a resort that has everything that you need. Tons of restaurants, pools, spas. They have an arcade if you're bringing your teens. They have kids camp if you're bringing young kids. They have a whole pool that's just reserved for kids that has like, all kinds of like slides and things like that. So this is going to be a really fun venue for families. If you want to bring your family with you, you want to come by yourself, you're going to have a great time and be able to connect with all the other attendees that are staying on site. All right. So again, this is for you. This is part of your wealth journey. So please don't count yourself out and think you're not good enough or far along enough in business to attend. You absolutely are. This is why we created it, because we want to help you grow. Okay. This is not just a ticket, right? It's an elevated experience. All right. So you should be, as a business owner, spending 5 to 10% of revenue on marketing every year. All right. That's just what the stats say. And I have an article written about this on my blog if you want to read about it. But so if you have a $30,000 business, you should be spending $3,000 a year on marketing. If you got a $50,000 business, you should be spending $5,000 on marketing, and so on and so forth, right? So that's how you should be thinking about your marketing, is spending 10%. We also have flexibility. So financing is available. If you want to finance your ticket and be able to, pay for it over 12 months, you can apply right there on our website. Go to hello7.co/ROI and you can apply for financing. This is a company that we've partnered with to make learning more accessible to our people. And it's no additional cost to you. So you don't pay a finance fee in order to be part of this. And it's a soft credit pull. Okay. So these are the payment plan options that are available. There's no hidden fees, and it's available in US and Canada. Okay. And then here are the different ticket options that are available. Golden ticket. So this is if you want to go all in, velvet lounge seating, luxurious accommodations included. So your hotel is included in this. You get to stay on site. An exclusive mastermind experience with me. And then, this is the ultimate ROI experience. So you're going to meet all of the authors and speakers that are there. You're going to do speed networking. Like, this is like, if you want the max value and, experience and opportunity, then this is the one you want to go with. Golden happy hour, the $1 million terrace that we have, et cetera, et cetera. So many things. This is the investment for that, $11,795. Okay. Business bestie ticket. So if you want to come with your business bestie, you get reserved seating close to the stage. You get the author book signings and photo ops with the speakers. You get a business bestie t-shirt, so you and your business bestie can commemorate your experience. And that ticket is $5,895 for two, right? And your room is included. So you have a shared room on site. And this is a luxury resort. Okay. So grab your business bestie and y'all could go in on this ticket. The other option is retreater, where you get to stay on site. So you have everything is for every single ticket level, all of the content is included. So we don't exclude any of the main stage or breakouts, no matter which ticket level you choose. And financing is available for all of these. With the retreater, you get to stay on site and make it like a retreat experience, and you get a beautiful room that's all to yourself. So you don't want to share your room. You could go with this option, and this one is $3,495. If you are local, or if you just prefer to share an Airbnb with friends or family or something like that, or other attendees, you can do that. And the commuter ticket is $2,895. I think honestly, for the difference in price, I would just do the retreater if you can. And then we have partial scholarships available with our Future Millionaires Fund, because we want to make ROI very accessible to our attendees. So you have that opportunity to apply for a scholarship. Again, that's all on the ROI website. Go ahead and click the link, fill out an application, and see if you qualify. And then we will cover part of your ticket so that you can get there and be in the room. Okay. Okay. Oh, I forgot. We have a bonus. I totally forgot, y'all. Okay. So if you say yes to ROI today and choose to join and get your ticket today, you're not just getting a ticket, you're going to get access to a next level bonus. All right. So who's ready to hear about the bonus? Let me know in the chat. Y'all still with me? I need to know. Say bonus in the chat if you want to hear about your bonus that you're getting. Okay, y'all still here? Good. All right. All right. So the bonus is Beyonce's going to tell us about the bonus. The bonus is you get 3 one-on-one calls with a Hello 7 coach. Okay. You can use these before ROI or after ROI to integrate everything that you've learned. These are 3 very specific, powerful sessions that you're going to get one-on-one. Okay. This is not a group call. So you're going to get a one-on-one mindset coaching call where we can dive into like the stories that you're telling yourself, your thoughts and beliefs that you need to shift in order to next level your business. You're going to get an AI marketing call. So if you're ready to put AI to work with you, 2 of my coaches are certified in AI, and they're going to teach you how to use these tools. They're going to talk to you about your business and where the bottlenecks are, and then show you how to use AI tools to solve them for you. Okay. Game changer. All right. And then you're going to get a business strategy call as well, where, you know, if you're struggling with a certain part of your business, if you want to talk more about how to build events into your business, for example, they will strategize with you and help you figure out what is the exact marketing strategy, sales strategy, operation strategy you need to next level your business. Okay. So that you get this bonus one-on-one coaching pack if you choose to invest and buy your ticket today. It also helps us at ROI because a lot of y'all like to wait to the last minute to get your tickets, which means we don't know how many people are going to be in the room, which means we won't have a chair for you. Okay. In order to have enough chairs, we need to know how many people are coming. So the sooner you buy your ticket, the better it is for us. And also you get this amazing bonus pack. Okay. So that's your opportunity there. Thank you so much for being here. I so appreciate it. I hope that you got value. I would love to hear, first of all, if you have any questions, team, feel free to let me know if there's questions in the chat coming up that I can address. And then also, I would love to hear what your takeaways are. So yes, we have an MC for the event. We don't play. We have a host and we have a resident DJ. So there is a DJ at the event the entire time. So every single time there's a break, there's a party happening. There's music in the room during all the transitions. Trust me, this is an elevated experience. It's an immersive experience. You're going to have a good ass time. Okay. Instant party whenever you want. The breakout sessions will be recorded. Yes. Go outside. My money is there. Yes, exactly. Your money is outside, girl. You get it. Awesome. Okay. I just bought golden ticket upgrades. Okay, awesome. Let's see what else. So if you do not have a golden ticket, you do not need to be there until 6 p.m. on the 15th. Correct. Off. Although you want to get there earlier so you can register. So I would say try to get to the location by 3 p.m. And this area is served by LAX. So you could fly into LAX, which is an hour away. You could fly into Orange County's airport, which is like 15 minutes away, or you could fly into Long Beach Airport, which is like 20 minutes away. So you got a couple of options. So, you know, I don't know if y'all like me, but when I'm booking my flights, I'm like, let me try every airport and see which one's the cheapest and which one has the best flight options. So that's what you could do as well. Do we have to sign up for breakout sessions? Are seats limited? Yes, you do need to sign up for breakout sessions. We're going to release the Sked app, and then you sign up for your session that you want. Majority of people get all the sessions that they want in our experience. So the breakout sessions are pretty large, so there's lots of room. The only one that you might have a harder time getting into if you don't have a golden ticket is the podcast studio, because it's usually only like 25, 30 seats in the podcast studio. But honestly, y'all need to be at these breakouts. That's where the juice is. Okay, the podcast studio, you can hear my podcast episode later. So go to the breakouts. Unless the podcast studio has somebody that you're like, oh my God, I'm dying to hear from them, then go there. But otherwise, go to these breakouts that you need for your business to grow. Okay. Awesome. Okay. Any other questions that came up? Let me see. can we bring a photographer? We're actually going to have a policy about that. So like, if you want to create content while you're there, we'll release a policy about that. But we definitely want to encourage you to create content while you're there. It just needs to not conflict with the content we're creating, So we'll create a policy around that just to make sure everybody's on the same page. Awesome. Okay. The commuter ticket is good for the 15th too. So that means all ticket levels will include everything from 6 p.m. on the 15th and everything on the 16th and everything on the 17th. The only thing you're not getting is the Golden Mastermind Day. That is only for golden ticket holders. Okay. So that's the only thing that you will not have access unless you choose to get a golden ticket. Okay. In terms of content. There's also lots of perks for the Golden Mastermind ticket holders that are not just the content, but like part of the experience, like the VIP terrace, etc. Okay. All right. So now, how close is the ocean? Across the street. This is literally an oceanfront property, and they have like a pathway that you walk the pathway and then you're on the sand and at the beach. Okay. So yes, it's right there. It's all about the experience. What's the earliest we can register for ROI? Like right now, like go get your ticket right now. Go to hello7.co/ROI and get your ticket right now. And then once you have a ticket, you will also get the schedule release that we're doing in the next day or two. So then you'll get or maybe I should say the next couple of days. And then you'll get the schedule released and you'll download the app, and then you can start booking your brain dates, like scheduling those. You'll be able to start reserving all the sessions you want to go to. So all of that's happening in the in the app. We also have a community. So like you'll get added to the ROI community. So you could ask questions, you could be connecting, you could be networking, like you could pre-network right before you even get there by joining the ROI community that we host on Mighty Networks. All right. I'm still building my side hustles. ROI for me. Absolutely. I would say a good portion of the people that are going to attend, are going to be side hustlers. They have a full-time job. They have a side hustle they're building and growing. And this is part of their catalyst for leaving. And you'll see some of the, I didn't show y'all the testimonials, but I'll show you some of the things that people have said about the experience. And some of these also include people who are side hustlers who are talking about, like, I didn't think I should belong in the room. I was scared to leave my kids, like all the fears that people had. And everyone says it was 100% worth it. Okay. This one, Erin says she was nervous to attend, but felt so welcomed. This is not a mean girl energy place. Okay. Everyone is invited. Everyone is welcomed. Everyone is included. Everyone's identity is celebrated. You're going to see that diversity reflected on stage. So yes, it's going to be a beautiful, magical experience. Okay. Trust me, it is going to be a core memory for you. So yes, we don't do mean girls. Absolutely not. I have a canine wilderness trek hiking company as ROI for me. Definitely yes. And also you're going to want to meet Wasfia because she's going to so inspire you, but definitely all of the other sessions too are going to help you with scaling that business if that's something that you want to do. Lunch is included. Yes. We are doing recordings, and the recordings of every breakout are not included with your ROI ticket. However, I'll just tell y'all right now, usually what we do is we'll sell the ticket for next year, early bird at the event. So if you get an early bird ticket for next year, the recordings are usually included. Don't quote me on that because I'm not promising it, but I'm just letting y'all know that's what we've done in the past. Yes, if you're a golden ticket holder, you are going to meet with the speakers. Absolutely. And Business Bestie also gets to go to the author signings, so you'll have opportunity to meet the speakers too. You sign up to host a brain date once you get access to the app after you are in. Okay. All right. So I would love to hear what's your number one takeaway from our session together today. Hit me in the chat. I want to know before we wrap up.
Rachel, it's Mary Angelica here. As they are putting in those takeaways, one of the questions that keeps coming up is, I have a ticket. How do I upgrade to golden? So I just want everyone to know that you are able to upgrade no matter if you have a retreater, any ticket you have, you can upgrade to golden. You haven't missed out on that opportunity. We do have a few tickets left in that category. So it would definitely be first come, first serve. You just have to let us know. So you want to email ROI@hello7.co and put upgrade in the subject so we can get to you as soon as possible and get you the upgrade link that you need. Okay. So that is for anyone wanting to upgrade, even if you're thinking about it, if you want to do financing, whatever it is, put upgrade in the subject line and email that to ROI@hello7.co. co.
Yes, and you can finance the upgrade. So if you're
Yes.
like, okay, I got a regular ticket and I paid for it cash, and now I want to use financing to upgrade to golden, you can. We're like, listen, we've done everything that we can to make this easy for you because we want you to be there and we want you to get this experience. Okay. Okay. So here's the takeaways. 1 live event per quarter. Yes. Creating events is huge for converting clients. Yes. Create Q1 through Q4 events and encourage folks to do. And ROI is fire. Yes. Live event result is 46% more conversions. Yes. I love it. Shift your plan. Let's see. I believe I'm a winner. That's my key takeaway. I know that's right, Keisha. Absolutely. Listen, that makes me so happy that that's your takeaway from our time together. Live events are essential and accelerates revenue. Absolutely. Dr. Lulu said, I can do a live event. Yes, you can. Okay. Somebody said, my takeaway is my ass need to be at ROI. Yes, that is also an excellent takeaway. Abundance mindset. Yes. Host a live event, no matter how big or small. Yes. Get off the computer to do it live. Yes. Connection in person is key. Yes. Awesome. So good, y'all. Again, thank you so much for spending this time with me. I had so much fun. I hope y'all had fun too. I hope you got a ton of value, and I hope to see you at ROI. We're going to have a great time together, and you will leave transformed. I can promise you that. Okay. All right. Well, we will see you there. Bye, everybody.
The recording has stopped.